Hey everybody, BeyondDrewTV here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new episode of Pine Mountain Sanctuary. So yeah, it's been quite a while since we've had Pine Mountain Sanctuary on this specific channel. But yeah, actually overall Pine Mountain Sanctuary, we kind of took a little bit of a hiatus, a break there for a few months. Basically, we just kind of all got a little bit distracted with other projects. We had new games coming out as well. So Pine Mountain Sanctuary just took a little bit of a back burner there. But yeah, we are back in full swing, building in this awesome zoo, awesome park there. So really excited to be back in here. So if this is your first time hanging out with Pine Mountain Sanctuary, you're not really sure what's going on or what I'm talking about, this is a group collaboration between myself, Simply Savannah, Zoof, and sometimes we can convince S-Dan, S-Dork to grace us with his presence there, but you know how that can go. But yeah, this was set up initially by Simply Savannah. It was going to be a new solo project for her, but some of us doofuses were kind of wanting to build in here as well, and she said sure, come along. So this has been a fun group project that we've been doing for quite a long time now. So but yeah, the past two builds that we've done, and we're kind of building that same area that we've been in, is we have Savannah's caimans right across the way from the fence that we're building right here, and then to our right hand side we have the new otters from the wetlands pack. So yeah, we are kind of in a wetlands pack kick right now. That's kind of the entire reason that this project is kind of getting going again and everything. The wetlands pack came out for Planet Zoo, and it kind of got us all inspired to do some building there. So but yeah, no, like I was saying, just really excited to be back in this project. It has such a cool, unique feel. Again, for those of you that are new, this is kind of like a national park that happens to be a zoo as well. So we're not dealing with the most lavish of budgets, or an unlimited budget. There it is, an unlimited budget. That's a fun one to say. So yeah, we kind of have it to restrain ourselves a little bit. And again, we're kind of going for that national park feel. And yeah, really love how it all comes out. So as we are building, I know I've been not really talking about my build today, but we have just been focusing on this fence here, and it is my favorite fence that I've ever built. Full stop. I was just doing some Googling for the animal that I'm building for, which is also the Fallow deer. And yeah, found this really cool fence from a national park. I can't remember for the life of me which national park it was from, but I was like, oh my heckin' gourd, that's perfect. So yeah, we built this fence for the first like 5 minutes of the video. It took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, but I wanted to make sure to get a lot of variation with our different logs for the top part, and then the bottom part here is really crayon rocks, as you can see here, in these really tiny aquatic faux rocks that we got. I can't remember when we got these, but they are absolutely perfect for what I'm trying to do here. But yeah, really like how this fence came out, and I actually uploaded this on the workshop right now. I think it actually hit the front page of the workshop for maybe a day or two. It might still be there, but that was really surprising. I'm really happy that people are really enjoying this fence, because I think it's a really useful fence for like a majority of different kind of zoos, whether it's a high budget zoo or kind of like what we're doing here with a kind of lower budget and just yeah, whatever kind of feels. So but yeah, again, like I mentioned, we are building for the Fallow deer in this first exhibit here. And I know I mentioned a whole bunch about the the wetlands pack, excuse me, inspiring us, and the two before me, Zoof and Savannah, their builds featured some wetlands animals, but I am gonna shoot back to the Europe pack, I guess. So we'll probably continue with some more wetlands animals in future builds, but yeah, for whatever reason, I just kind of shot over with the European Fallow deer, and I think it fits in really well. You know, we don't have I don't know if we have any deer species in this park there, and it just kind of felt like it was natural for the to have kind of a deer species in this build and everything. So yeah, that is what we are building for. So, and this is going to be one of, let's see, 3 builds in total, and we're going to take a look at all of those. Unfortunately, just to preface with this, my recording software, I had the wrong settings put in for this recording. I think I kind of messed around with some settings, thinking I was going to be clever and make the footage look better. I ended up borking it, and a lot of the footage ended up really choppy, and this is the like what 8 to 9 minutes that we have right here is all I have for the speed footage, or the speed build footage. So I'm gonna yap over this for a little while, but we're probably gonna jump into a no, not probably, we are gonna jump into a real time, because I have to show you the Andean Condors, because we build a aviary as well. You can kind of see it in the background there a little bit, because we did jump into the kind of middle of this build, because like I said, unfortunately the first rounds of footage that I recorded, it was an encoding error, whatever, it doesn't matter. It broke, okay? That's the long and short of it. It broke. Yeah, so where you have the Andean Condors, which we built a really cool exhibit for. Shout out to Crocs for his aviary that we will be taking a look at later on. And then also came up with a really kind of fun idea, something I've never really done before. But I did a bat barn as well. Bat as in home run, did a bat, B-A-T. So yeah, we put some brown bats in there. I don't think that they are technically brown bats on the workshop, but Drock, who is an amazing creator, he's one of these awesome creators that can build animals out of like art shapes, and just it's crazy. If you haven't seen this before, we'll show it off in a little bit. But yeah, he made a nocturnal pack, making a bunch of different animals, again out of like little art shapes and like gutter pieces, and it's amazing. It's literally works of art what they can build with the pieces in game. It's one of those things where you look at it and you're like, wait, when did they get an expansion pack that I didn't? Because how can they build this stuff and I can't? It's amazing. So, but yeah, no, like I said, as we're kind of moving forward here, it's just a lot of foliage for the Fallow deer enclosure. Really like how this enclosure came out. I've just been kind of in a really fun groove with Planet Zoo and foliage lately. And I hope it kind of continues, because I've just been having the most fun, especially in Pine Mountain Sanctuary. Because it's really a foliage-focused build here, but yeah, I had a bunch of fun filling out this Fallow deer enclosure. So, and then as we kind of move forward, you can see a full view of it and see how there is a bridge going over. Initially, the build was not like that, but I thought it'd be kind of a fun idea because I was trying to set up the backstage area. And initially, I had just a regular backstage building just slammed up against the side of the exhibit, and I was ready to have fun doing that. That's not a big deal. But I don't know. I was kind of thinking back to just a lot of different builds I've been seeing from creators, and also thinking back to Drewton Tower, which that's kind of a throwback there. But I remember we had a lot of exhibits in Drewton Tower, which is a really fun collaboration we did on my Discord server. But anyways, we had a lot of them that kind of had these like bridges that went over top of the exhibit, and then you'd have the animals kind of go back into their backstage area, kind of hidden off and everything. So I kind of wanted to give that a shot. I really like this this idea of, again, kind of hiding the animals off to the back end there and everything. So, but yeah, we eventually cover this bridge up with a just a covered bridge and kind of block off the sights and the views to the entire backstage area. But again, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. We will show that off in the real time. And yeah, we are kind of approaching the end of the footage here, unfortunately. So I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and cut it short here, and I'm going to go ahead and transition over to the real time, and we'll show off the entire big area that I kind of built. Because yeah, I got a little carried away. I kept having to apologize to the build crew, because I was like, all right, I got the Fallow deer thing done, and I'm going to do one more thing. And then I'd come back, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do one more thing, and then I come back, okay, one more thing, and it's like, okay, I better stop. I gotta stop, right? Because most of the builders, they're just doing like one enclosure, and I'm sitting here putting in like 3 different ones. Like, I'm selfish. I'm sorry. I'm selfish. I'm just on an inspiration kick. But anyways, yeah, let me stop babbling, and I will see you in the real time real quick. Alright, y'all, so before we go ahead and take a look at the rest of the builds that I got up to for my time in Pine Mountain Sanctuary, here's the completed Fallow deer enclosure. I did forget to shout them out in the video, but shout out to Wyatt Andrews for this really cool retaining wall, this like concrete retaining wall here. Got that off of their workshop. I'll try my dangest to remember to link that down below, but that added in a lot of really cool detail back there. But yeah, again, here's the completed Fallow deer. Here's the bridge. I don't think we got to that in the time-lapse footage, but here's the bridge here. I've actually borrowed most of this bridge from something I already built, so it kind of took inspiration for myself. But this is essentially the same bridge as this one over here. I just kind of edited it, there it is, a little bit there. Anyways, let's zoom back over here. But yeah, so it did that, and then as I was saying in the video, I went ahead and blocked off with this really cool go away green wall set from Tove's Plays, and yeah, kind of blocked off the backstage area over here, because again, I just kind of thought that'd be a fun idea, you know, kind of give the deer a little bit of privacy as they kind of are in their barn area and everything. So kind of gave them a little nook back here to hang out by themselves if they'd like to. But yeah, as we kind of overhead view here, There is the Fallow deer exhibit. Let's head over now across the bridge and we'll go and check out our Andean Condor pair. So here they are, and again, big shout out to Crocs there for this layout of the aviary. This is also up on the workshop, so definitely recommend checking that out. Again, I'll link that down below. But yeah, the Andean Condors from Drock, I'm pretty sure. And the idea here is that they, these two probably would never be able to be released back out into the wild, whether it be they have wing issues or maybe talent issues where they can't hunt anymore. But yeah, at least we can get a pair of them together in here, as the national park or the zoo here just kind of takes care of them throughout their the rest of their life. So yeah, there you go. I thought that's a fun little idea. You know, always like getting more aviaries in there, and had a bunch of fun. Let me get behind the curtain there. Had a bunch of fun detailing it out here. Definitely had to go with a plaster or concrete floor. I was talking to Savannah and a few other people that deal with, you know, birds and other animals, and they always say, like, yes, please put down concrete. That is the, you know, or plaster or whatever, because that is definitely the easiest way to clean up the mess that these animals will surely make there, right? So cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and move forward. Oh yes, and also shout out to Lion for these really cool little stands here, these little info sign packets. That's part of a really big set that they have made, and yeah, shout out to them. So, but let's go ahead and move on forward to the bat barn. Don't get attached at all to the very plain outside. This is about the area that I lost inspiration. I was just ready to kind of turn the park back over. I'll address the exterior of it as we kind of move forward in episodes and see how this whole area kind of develops. But yeah, just as of right now, just disregard it. So but let's go ahead and head on into the bat barn, and we'll take a look at it with and without the lights on. So first one with the lights on, but yeah, here we go. Look at that. Aren't those so cool? This is, again, it's amazing what people can build in this game with just the regular, you know, art shapes and pieces and everything. So again, for those of you wondering how the heck, that's the Planet Zoo gutter cap. I think this is all Planet Zoo gutter cap. Yeah, it's essentially made out of all Planet Zoo gutter caps, which again, it's just like, huh? How do you do that? But yeah, this is a big inspiration from the Chester Zoo, if I remember right. And yeah, it was really amazing to me that there's really, it's open air like this. You would think that the bats would just kind of like go freely, but I still think they might. I'm not entirely sure how this works. I'm kind of guessing my way through the inspiration. But yeah, no, from what I could tell, it looks like the bats are just kind of hanging, you know, literally. Yeah, there it is. But they're just kind of chilling, and they don't really care that people are walking around. They don't go like mess with people and stuff like that. So definitely correct me if I'm wrong down below. But yeah, I'm just kind of building what I see, right? I always take inspiration and just kind of build what I see. So, but yeah, there are our bats. And then, yeah, as we kind of move forward, built a few little of these peekaboo enclosures or little exhibits. There's nothing inside of them as of right now. Just kind of use your imagination. I'm always definitely open to hearing what you all would think would be great to kind of accompany this. Maybe some like different kind of bugs, maybe like a centipede or something to kind of accompany like the bats or something, or maybe another small nocturnal type animal, because I do imagine this would be very dark in here a lot. And like I said, we are going to look at this in the nighttime as well. But no, I had a lot of fun doing these little peekaboo little enclosures there. We have a little bit bigger one on the end there. But yeah, no, again, I'm always open and willing to learn about what kind of animals you think would fit into this area really well. So speaking of that, let's go ahead and take our lights. We're gonna turn reshade off as well and turn the lights down, because I had a lot of fun doing some, wait for it, there it goes. All right, had a lot of fun doing some lighting in here. And again, took a lot of inspiration from the Chester Zoo's lighting, where they had this really cool back like red light essentially, and the rest of it has this like, it's actually almost pitch black in there, but I thought it'd be cool to have like a purple bluish hue throughout. I think it looks really cool being able to see the bats hanging almost silhouetted, right? And then same thing in the background here. Did a really subdued green, dark green light to kind of finish the whole thing up. But really wanted to keep it dark. You know, we don't have any highlights on the posters or anything. You know, normally I might put like some up lighting on the signs here and everything, but we're gonna keep it a lot darker than normal. to help our baddie friends there and everything. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and turn the lights back on. Woo, it got bright. But yeah, that is my build. Oh, and then of course I did some backstage work. I guess it wouldn't be a Beyond Drew TV build without a little bit of backstage work, right? Love me some backstage builds and everything. But yeah, no, that is my time. That was my time rather with Pine Mountain Sanctuary. I had a ton of fun and cannot wait to get the file back after the those three bozos are done with with their time with it and everything. So yeah, no, like I said, definitely comment down below what is your favorite part of my build so far. Or overall, I guess. And yeah, what do you think about the bat barn, especially? That's the most wild card build that I did for this, for sure. So I'm really curious what people think about that whole thing. That was a little bit out of my comfort zone, and part of me still feels like there should be like netting up, but I don't know. Again, I don't know much about bats at all. So hey, maybe they're just like chill with people. They're like, yeah, man, whatever, come on in, it's all good. But yeah, like I said, I will always love to hear from you fine folks and hear what you have to say about the build there. So next up for Pine Mountain Sanctuary, I have no idea who is taking the file. I kind of put it up there, and whoever feels like taking it first is kind of who's going to get it. I think we're kind of trying to nudge S-Dan to get it, but hey, if he's not, I don't think he's feeling very inspired for Planet Zoo right now, but hey, you never know. The inspiration for Planet Zoo in these kind of games can come and go at a whim. So, but definitely keep an eye on those three people's channels, Zoo, Simply Savannah, and S-Dan for the next build for Pine Mountain Sanctuary there. So hey, thanks so much everyone for hanging out. I always do appreciate it. If you've made it this far in the video and you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button there. Always stay up to date with all the fun Planet Zoo and Prehistoric Kingdom and all the other fun stuff we have going on the channel. Also hit the like button, helps out the channel, helps out the video, get past the YouTube algorithm and get out to more people's eyebrows. Wow, yeah, just their eyebrows. That's it. I'm not sure where that came from. Eyeballs, that's the one. That's awesome. Anyways, hey, thanks so much everyone. Appreciate the heck out of you. And yeah, I will catch you in the next episode of whatever comes on the channel. Have a good one.